Our aim was not only to show these students how to cooperate, how to represent their own culture and how to preserve their national identity by creating something new and European together. It was also very important for us as city leaders to see how young people think, what they want, because this gives us the best guidance for the future, how to develop our cities, how to involve them in city leadership, and even how to find our successors. So, after 1 year, we are here, and my task now is to tell you that what will happen in the next approximately 2 hours. First of all, I would like to ask the representative of Erasmus University, Mr. László Vig, the Vice Rector of Science, to welcome the participants. They are important for us because it was Erasmus University as the higher education institute of Tatabánya that embraced our project and provided a place for students for the whole week.
Distinguished mayors, dear students, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of Erasmus University to this inspiring international program here in Tatabánya. Over the past few days, our university has been home to an extraordinary initiative. Young people from our own twin cities have come together to imagine and to build the cities of future. As a participant in these days, you have shown us the creativity, innovation, and collaboration has no age. You have dreamed about sustainable, livable, and smart urban cities, and you have turned your ideas into models with the help of the 3D printing. It is really nice, I see. But you have created this more than just a project. It is a vision of how young generation sees the future. This program has also shown the power of cooperation across borders. You worked side by side with peers from different cultures, different languages and different backgrounds, yet you spoke the common language of curiosity, problem solving and friendship. These values are the very heart of Europe, and they are the values we are proud to cultivate here at Erasmus University. I would also like to congratulate the mayor of our twin cities who honor us with their presence. Your support and commitment make programs like this possible, and together we provide opportunities that will shape the skills and the confidence of the next generation. Dear students, as you return home, carry with you not only the memories of Tatabánya, but also the spirit of teamwork and innovation that you have participated here. The future is in your hands, and after this week, we are confident it will be a bright future. Thank you for you and congratulations on your achievements.
Thank you, and I have a wish that I should resume some happening of the previous moments in Hungarian. Okay, so sorry for the not Hungarian speakers. Tehát akkor szeretném összefoglalni magyarul is azt ami eddig elhangzott, hogy azok a delegációk is meghallgathassák, akik az angolt nem tudták teljes egészében követni. Tehát először is a köszöntő után én arról beszéltem, hogy a jelenlegi program az egy CERV program keretében valósult meg, és ennek a CERV programnak, amit egyébként minden testvérvárosunk ismer, van, akinek már vannak futóprojektjei, és vannak, akik pedig gondolkoznak azon, hogy hogy ilyen projekteket indítsanak, és én remélem, hogy ez egy segítség lesz ahhoz, hogy meghozzák a döntést, hogy belevágnak ebbe a programban. Tehát magának a programnak az a célja, hogy az uniós jogokat és értékeket óvja, hogy támogassa a társadalmakat, a kultúrákat, a közösségeket, hogy minél demokratikusabban tudjanak működni. És ennek a programnak a keretében mi egy olyan projektet álmodtunk meg, ami egyrészt erősíti a testvérvárosi kapcsolatainkat, illetve megtölti valódi tartalommal ezeket a kapcsolatokat. És ezért volt az, hogy meghívtuk testvérvárosunk középiskoláit, hogy egy héten keresztül dolgozzanak együtt, és építsék föl azt a várost, amiben ők maguk is nagyon szívesen élnének a jövőben. De nem csak az volt a célunk egyébként, hogy a diákok együttműködjenek, hogy bemutathassák a saját kultúrájukat, hogy megőrizve a saját nemzeti identitásukat valami új európait alkossanak, hanem volt egy másik célunk is, mégpedig az, hogy azok a városvezetők, akik most itt ülnek és hallgatnak benneteket, nekik adjatok valami fajta útmutatót a jövőre nézve, mutassátok meg nekik, hogy ti hogy gondolkoztok, mit szeretnétek, és milyen városokban laktátok szívesen. Ezt követően hallhatták az Edutus Egyetem rektor helyettesét, aki köszöntötte a diákjainkat. Azért hívtuk őt ide, és azért szeretnénk neki köszönetet mondani, mert az Edutus Egyetem volt az, a Tatabánya felsőoktatási intézménye, aki helyet adott ennek a projektnek, és az egyetemen dolgozhattak a hallgatóink az elmúlt egy hétben. Most pedig következik majd akkor elmondom, hogy mi lesz az elkövetkezendő közel másfél órában. Először a diákok fognak egy nagyon rövid prezentációt tartani a saját településeikről, a saját városaikról. Megmutatják, hogy ők jelenleg milyen városokból érkeznek, majd ezt követően bemutatják azt, hogy ők milyen városokat álmodtak meg, milyenbe szeretnének élni. És végezetül pedig meg fogunk kérni majd a városvezetőket, hogy értékeljék ezeket a településeket, ezeket az álomvárosokat, és adjanak útmutatót a diákoknak, hogy mi lehetne javítani, és mondják el azt is, hogy mi tetszett nekik ezekben a településekben, mi lesz az, amit hazavisznek magukkal, és amit önök tanulnak majd a diákokról. So let's see that what will happen in the next 1.5 hours. First, the students have prepared a short presentation. They will introduce themselves, show us who they are, where they come from, and how they see their own cities today. After that, they will present the result of their 1 week work here, the cities they designed, how they work together, and what they learned during this week. And finally, I would like to invite you, the city leaders, one representative from each delegation, to give a short feedback, telling us what impressed you the most, what you think would be more useful for the real city leadership, and also share some advice with students for their future. So now I give the floor to the students, let them introduce themselves and show us where they come from. And as I know, the first presentations come from Germany. So.
Welcome to the presentation, and thank you for the invitation. We're the three students from Aachen, and Sarah, Nico, and Tom. And yeah, we present our hometown Aachen now and then cities. Yeah. So first of all, some facts. Aachen has around about 67,000 citizens from 130 different nations. And also Aachen has about 6,000 students from our university. We are located at the south of Germany, 1 hour away from Stuttgart, and the city was founded between 1240 and 1246 by the Romans, because they needed soldiers at the Limes, the wall between the Germans and the Roman Empire. And yeah, that's our city logo, but I think you already saw that.
So then a very warm welcome from me as well. So politics, of course, is a very important aspect for us in Aachen. So we, as a part of our political infrastructure, are very pleased to be here. Our head of city is Mayor Frederik Putting from the SPD. Our important aspect, of course, is the Youth Council. So we three are all part of the Youth Council. So it's a very unique sort of political structure in Aachen, because we are representatives from the youth in Aachen. So we are people that are between the ages 14 and 22, and we represent the interests of the young people in the whole city, but also in the different parts of the city, because Aachen, as Tom already mentioned, is a rather small to big city, you could say. So we have different smaller parts in the city which we then represent. Every 2 years we are getting voted, so we three are all part, we are, you could say, founding members of our youth council here in Aachen, and we did it for 2.5 years right now. So it's a very nice journey, and we are very thankful also for the opportunity to get this chance to reshape also the future of our city with our ideas. Then, of course, economy is a very, very important standpoint for us in Aachen. So our very strongest fields are especially mechanical engineering with Alfing, for example. Then, of course, IT is very, very prominent here in Aachen, and optics engineering. So these three parts are also very connected with our university, as Tom already mentioned. We have nearly 6,000 students here, and the very special thing in Aachen is that we are very practically orientated when it comes to education. So we rather cooperate with the schools and the economy and the industries to form very talented young people. And we also are, I think, ranked the 3rd best university, you could say, in the whole of Germany when it comes to this practical sort of things. And we are very proud to have a very strong economy in Aachen, and it's looking very well.
Then let's continue with some sites of Aachen. Aachen has a lot of sites, and one of them is our Tieferstollen. It's historical mining, and the Tieferstollen was really important for our city, but now it's only used for tourism. And for example, Christmas, we have Christmas market down there, so when it's winter you can go down there and have a lot of fun, but also there are some festivals you can have there, and yeah, beautiful mining. Then we also have the Limes Museum, like Tom already said. The Romans were in Aachen and they built a wall, so now we have a lot of stones left over. And there's now a museum. It's UNESCO World Heritage Site, so you can learn a lot about the Romans and about their culture and their history. And as well, we have near to the Limes Museum, we have the Limes Therme. It's a thermal bath, and for example, in summer there are also some parties there where DJ comes, and so it's a really big swimming pool inside and outside, and yeah. We have a lot of fun there. Then Aalen has a lot of twin cities. Surprise, our twin city is Tatabánya in Hungary. Then we also have a twin city in Saint-Lô in France. Also Sogislo in Belgium. Christchurch in England. Cervia in Italy. And Antakya, but now Hatay in Turkey. And as well we have some friend cities like Vilanculo in Mozambique.
So then some leftover notable things. Aalen has a former second Bundesliga football team, and that's why we also have like a big stadium, not that big like some other cities, but for us too big now, because now the football club isn't anymore in the second Bundesliga. And also the poet Christian Friedrich Daniel Schubert, sorry, comes from Aalen. It's a very famous German poet. And we have a legend about a spy. Yeah, that was our presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come visit Aalen one day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I will summarize in a few words in Hungarian. Tehát Szara, Luka és Tom előadásában azt hallhatták, azért gondolom a képeken tudták követni. De azt gondolom, hogy szempontunkban a legfontosabb az, hogy Aalenben működik egy olyan ifjúsági önkormányzat, amely tudja képviselni a fiataloknak az érdekeit. Tehát megvan a fiatalok, az a politikai infrastruktúra is ahhoz, hogy ezt sikeresen tegyék, és ebben az ifjúsági önkormányzatban 26 diák ül, 14 és 22 jól emlékszem éves koruk között. Nyilván, hogy az egyetem és a cégeknek a kapcsolata az, amit a legfontosabbnak gondolnak ebből. Ezután pedig láthatták Aalennek a nevezetességeit. Itt is azt gondolom, hogy nekünk ebből azt érdemes meghallani, hogy a prezentációban a diákok mindig kitértek arra, hogy a különböző történelmi, kulturális emléküket ők hogyan látják, és milyen fesztiválok, milyen szórakozási lehetőséggel kapcsolódnak hozzájuk. És hát a harmadik terület az pedig én azt gondolom, hogy a sport, ami számukra jelentőséggel bír. And now the second presentation will be the Polish students. So, please.
Okay, so hi. This is our presentation about Będzin, our hometown. But before I tell you something about Będzin, we'd like to share you a few facts about Poland, because our city is part of the country. Poland is a country in Central Europe. It has access to the Baltic Sea in the north of the country. We have national symbols that are important to us. The flag is white and red, it means purity and love for our country. The anthem is called Mazurek Dąbrowskiego, written in 1797. The emblem shows white eagle with a crown on the red background. The Polish money is called złoty. 1 złoty equals 100 groszy. On banknotes there are pictures of important people from history. For example, on 50 złoty note there is King Casimir the Great, who was important for Będzin. Traditions of Poland. Christmas Eve is the most important evening on Christmas in Poland. Families eat a special supper with traditional food when the first star appears in the sky. Before the meal, people share a wafer and make wishes. After dinner, children usually get presents. They are often open it in the evening, not in the morning, like in some other countries. Monday after Easter, also called Śmigus Dygus, is a very fun tradition in Poland. Long ago, boys used to splash water on girls. Today, everyone splashes each other, and is just for fun. It usually turns into a water fight between families and friends. National Polish dishes. It's dumplings. It's boiled or fried dough filled with potatoes, cheese, meat, or fruit. Because it's cabbage stew with meat and sausage, often eaten in winter. Red borscht, it's beetroot soup with small dumplings called uszka, eaten at Christmas. Żurek, it's sour soup with sausage and eggs, sometimes served in the bread. Silesian noodles, it's potato dumplings with a hole served with meat and sauce. Oscypek is smoked sheep cheese from the mountains, often grilled. Okay, now I finally tell you about Będzin. Będzin is a town in southern Poland, near Katowice. It's coat of arms royal castle, which represents the town's medieval origins. History of Będzin. Będzin received city rights in 1358 from King Casimir the Great. Its 14th century castle was an important part of Poland's border defense. The town grew into a royal and trade center. After the third partition in Poland in 1795, Będzin was ruled by Prussia, then the Duchy of Warsaw, and later Russia. During World War II, the Germans occupied Będzin, burned the synagogue, and created a ghetto, developed many Jews to the Auschwitz. After the war, the city was rebuilt and developed mining and metallurgy industries. Since 1999, Będzin has been part of Silesian province. Important people from Będzin. Rutka Laskier was born in 1929 and lived in the Będzin. During World War II, after the German occupation, her life changed drastically. She was imprisoned in the Będzin ghetto, where conditions were terrible, hunger, disease, and constant fear. While in the ghetto, Rutka kept a diary describing the daily suffering, fears, and hopes of the Jewish people living under Nazi rule. In 1933, Rutka was deported to the Auschwitz concentration camp, where she died at the age of 16. Her diary was found many years later and serves as important testimony of the Holocaust and the young lives lost during this tragic time. Jan Dorman was a caring man who wants to help children. He believed theater could bring joy and healing to young people facing hard times. Using plays, he gave to the children a way to express their feelings, find hope. His work showed how art can change lives and bring light into dark moments. Monuments of Będzin. Miroszewski Palace is a museum with exhibitions about the region's history and stylish in versions from the 19th and 18th centuries. It also hosts concerts and educational workshops. Jewish Cemetery in Będzin is a memorial site currently undergoing restoration and conservation. It serves as an important place for education about the local Jewish community history. The Holy Trinity is still active, holding masses and organ music concert. It's an important religious and cultural place for education. The Będzin Castle is open to visitors. It functions as a museum with historical exhibitions. It also hosts night tournaments and traditional craft workshops.
In Będzin we have few attractions such as the city beach, where it's located near the river, and family families, people can spend their time during the summer here doing some activities. We also got the Freak Park, which is trampoline park for the young people who enjoy healthy lifestyle and stuff like jumping, having acrobations and stuff like that. We've got the water park where people can just splash water on them when it's hot and have some fun. We also got many parks and playgrounds where children and parents of children can spend their time in the nature or having fun with friends. We also got events such as the night tournament of the castle during summer, concerts, including classical and different type of concerts. We also got hot air balloons, balloon flights, monster truck shows, and many more.
Okay, so thank you for your attention. That's the end.
Köszönjük szépen, ezt is megpróbálom összefoglalni egy kicsit. Azt gondolom, hogy egy nagyon érdekes gyerek szempontú bemutatót láthattunk Bencsiből. Ugye kiemelték a diákok azokat az embereket, akiket ők, mint fiatalok fontosnak látnak és tartanak Bencsi életében. Szerintem egy nagyon érdekes párhuzam Rutka Mesér, akit említettek, aki olyan 14 éves volt, hogyha ő ma élne és élhetne, akkor azt gondolom, hogy egy nagyon komoly influencer lenne közöttük, hiszen beszámolt írásban azokban a sajnos borzalmakról, amik a második világháborúban történtek, illetve ugye kiemelték még Jan Dorman nevét, aki pedig a gyerekeket támogatta a művészetben, kultúrában, kreativitásban. Ezen kívül ugye láthatták a nevezetességeket, és láthatták, hogy melyek azok az események, melyek azok a sportok, mely az az infrastruktúra, ami számukra fontos volt. Köszönöm, és akkor végül pedig a szlovák diákokat szeretném kérni. So finally, please, the Slovakian students.
So, Banská Štrenica is located in Banská Štrenica Mountains, central Slovakia. It's a town known for historical mining, listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1993. In the top 5 most is the city is in the top 5 most visited in Slovakia. History is known for gold and silver mining since the Middle Ages. In 18th century, one of the most important mining towns in Europe. In 1762, the mining academy was founded here. The first mining, it was the first mining university in the world. UNESCO, rich architecture from Gothic to Baroque, town with artistic and student-friendly atmosphere. Our main sites, we have Old Castle, New Castle, Holy Trinity Square, as you can see in the image, Calvary and Botanical Garden. Here are some images of the things I just mentioned, like Calvary, Newcastle and Old Castle, and we have the Botanical Garden in the middle down image. Nature and relaxation is a popular tourist destination. Festival like salamander films and music events. The town is gradually being restored, combining history with modern life. Banská Štiavnica, it's a blend of history, culture and nature. A unique place in Slovakia which is worth visiting. And we prepared a video for you. Okay, so the video which you just saw was from the Salamander Festival, and the people, they were wearing the original uniforms from the mining ceremony. Thank you for the attention.
Thank you very much. Köszönjük szépen a szlovák prezentációt is. Ez is nagyon röviden jó. Tehát ugye a Banská Štiavnica, a Štiavnica hegység lábára helyezkedik el. Történelmi bányászvárosról beszélünk. Ugye a középkortól már bányásztak, és nem annyira szemet, mint inkább aranyat is. És ezért a 18. századra a település az egyik legfontosabb bányász várossá vált, és még kiemelték külön a diákok, hogy ez volt az a település, ahol a világon először bányászati egyetem létesült. Ezután láthatták a város nevezetességeit a gótikától a barokkig, és bemutatták azt, hogy a diákok hogyan tudják kombinálni a történelmet és a modern életet a városban. Legvégül pedig a videó ugye a Salamander Fesztiválról szólt, több párhuzamot is itt is fel lehet fedezni a mi tatabányai szalamanderes felvonulásunkkal kapcsolatban. A magyar diákok prezentációja pedig én azt gondolom, hogy ez gyakorlatban történt meg itt az előző hét folyamán. A valóságban mutatták meg nekik Tatabányát, kezdve a túltól, a hegymászástól, egészen át mondjuk a szupermarketig mindent. Kifejezetten sporttal is foglalkoztak a hét folyamán, szkanderoztak, diaferrátáztak, judóztak, de egyébként kvízest is volt, hogy jobban megismerhessék egymást. So the Hungarian students' presentation happened in a practical way during this week. They showed everything in reality to the
others, from the Turo statue to the supermarkets as well, and the old lake in Tata, for example. And they also did many sports, arm wrestling, via ferrata, judo, and also hold a quiz event. So, thank you for the presentation. We saw that what is the present for them. And now I would like to ask Ildikó Kovács, the teacher of the project, to say a few words about the pedagogical method the students use and how the result could be achieved. Tehát most ezek után, miután elmondták a diákok, hogy jelenleg ők hogy élik meg a saját településeket, átadnám a szót Kovács Ildikónak, aki oktató volt, tréner volt ebben a programban, hogy ő is elmondja, hogy hogyan élték meg ezt a hetet tanároldalon, és hogyan jöttek létre ezek az alkotások, amik itt láthatóak.
Dear guests, I would like to welcome you on this event. I'm Ildikó Kovács, and in the past 4 days, together with my colleagues, József Tar, Ábris Novák, and Simon Szalai-Szabó, we worked on a project which was conceived by Maker's Red Box, and the name of the project was the Future City. We are instructors near Tatabánya in Oroszlány, where in a digital STEM focus center, and we work with these materials from Maker's Red Box. The students came from 4 countries, and we divided them into groups. So 2 different cities were born. One of them is named Ayatnab. It's an anagram from Tatabánya. And the other one is Neo City. The Neo City is nearest to you. The students worked very hard these 4 days. And they had to imagine what kind of city they would like to live in. Hopefully you will like their ideas. They had really good ideas. We had, each of the students had a hexa, and we have a mayor for the city, so they will speak to you, they will present the city. And there were people who were responsible for housing or for farming or for industry, so they will present their own work. Imagining and creating these 2 cities, it was hard work. I wouldn't speak further. I would like to ask the students to present the future cities. We will start with Ayatnab. But first I will summarize in Hungarian, only a few words. Az elmúlt 4 napban a diákokkal létrehoztunk 2 különböző várost, 2 csoportban. Választottunk polgármester, volt, tehát ahogy ők elképzelték, hogy mi fontos egy városban, teljesen ők választottak. Volt olyan, aki az oktatásért volt felelős, volt, aki a parkokért felelős, a industry, nem tudok már magyarul, az iparért volt felelős. Létrehozták a saját hexájukat, és a végén összetettük egy városba. Ugye a 2 a városnak, az itteninek, ami közelebb van hozzám, az Ajatnap a neve, ez a Tatabánya anagramma, és a másiknak, amelyik önökhöz van közelebb, az a Neocity. Én arra szeretném kérni a gyerekeket, hogy mutassák be ők, tehát tovább nem beszélnék, mutassák be ők. Utána lehet tőlük kérdezni, hogy képzelték el, és mi volt ennek a 4 napnak, vagy ma már a 5. napnak a tanulsága. Köszönöm szépen!
So now let us move to what we have all been waiting for, to listen the presentations about the new cities students have created and to see that how these towers work in their imagination. So, who will start?
So let's start. Thank you for your attention. The city, it's called Ayatnap. And like already mentioned, it's built from the letters from Tatabánya. We thought it would be a great way to honor Tatabánya because we created our future city in Tatabánya. So now let me introduce you to Ayatnap. We have 11 hexagons and each of us made one, but we all thought about the whole city, so we discussed and we made a lot of decisions together. It was great fun. Ayatnap takes place in Europe, in the heights, more in the mountains, because maybe in the future the sea level will rise, so we need a safe space for our city. Because of that, it's more in the heights. Yeah.
Yeah, so one point about the society we live in, we have no mayor because we thought we will decide everything together, and one thing that we decided was that we put the main things like the things where people meet and can do things together in the center of our city, like education, sport, the metro, and something like that. And some also really important things, but no things where people can meet, like electricity department or something like that, more at the outside of the city. Yeah, so as already mentioned, our city will be in 2400. And that's why we also have flying cars. So our roads in the city are only for people to walk and not for cars. Yeah, so I start with my hexagon. It's really in the center of the city. It's the sports hexagon. I have 2 buildings, one stadium with a running track and a field for playing football or other sports. And the field and the running track are out of recycled plastic, because we have many plastic now and we will use it also for our future city, but can make more plastic because there's some limit. Yeah, so we recycled it, and also it's more sustainable if you don't have to water the football or sport field. So that's why it's out of plastic and not real grass. And the second building is is a sports center with a sports hall, handball, volleyball, and other sports, and upstairs rooms for esports or something like that. I think that will also be something which takes a big part in our future. And also we have a place to swim with indoor and outdoor pools, and on the roof you can ski. It's not on snow because of the climate change, and I don't think we have that much snow that we have right now. So if you want to ski in the future, you need different things to ski on. So I created a roof. It's like it's already now in Helsinki. They have a roof where you can ski on. I think that's really something for the future. Then the next example.
So next to sport is education, so that the people, when they go to the campus, they can always go to sport, so it's nearby. On the hexagon education, we have kindergarten, middle school, high school, and university, and all is in a round shape, so when you grow older, you can go like to the next building. On every building we have solar panels, so we can use this energy of the sun. And also, because we live in the future, we thought about flying cars, so we also have some parking lots on top of the buildings. As well as in the middle, we also have a cafeteria, a library, and space for silence rooms to take a break during your school day, or multifunctional rooms for learning some new practical skills, like skills when you can make something out of wood or metals. And all rooms are a little bit different than now, because now we have the typical classroom where the teacher is in front and the class sits in the back. We don't want this for our city, so we have interactive rooms where people can work in a group and be more self-independent. As well, we have the campus is really green. We have a lot of plants and some parks to spend some time outside and to recover from the school day. As well, we have some calisthenics stuff and sports activity on the education hexagon, and it's also really in the middle, so you can go fast to the hexagon. As well, it's near to the housing department, so the kids from the kindergarten do not have to walk a long way, so they just can go a few steps and then they're in the kindergarten. Yeah.
My hexagon is about security. Security is pillar on the city in the future. We have a police station and prison with modern monitoring and AI help. We have 2 solar panels on roof and parking drones. We have some trees and 2 drones big and 2 drones small. That's all.
Hello, my hexagon is about art. This area of the futuristic city has got a modern museum with interactive exhibits. And the second building next to the museum is a culture center with virtual reality space that lets people explore art and traditions. On the hexagon there is also a metro station and a defibrillator, some trees and rocks. Thank you.
My part of the city, there is a modern cinema with advanced technologies such as holographic projections and interactive seats. Next to it stands a concert hall equipped with a 360-degree sound systems that immerses the audience in music. A small stage hosts festivals and cultural events, while a convenient metro stations and an AED ensure accessibility and safety. It is a very important part of our city because this place has culture, entertainment and modern technology.
Hello, I made a house department. On my hexagon I do a modern house and block of flats. On each of them there is a solar panel. Next to block of flats is hotel and cafe where working robots. In the central part of my housing aids there is a small and clean lakes. In the next part of my hexagon I made a modern metro station.
My hexagon is about the energy which powers the city. We have wind turbines to get power from the wind, solar panels to get power from the sun, and fan that powers smaller fans so it generates energy to power itself and for the town as well. We have the roads that when you walk on them they generate energy, like there are a few in the energy hexagon to show how they look. We were short on time so we couldn't make them into the whole town. There's energy storage that provides extra energy for the factory that's next to the energy hexagon, with the parking spot for the workers of the hexagon as well, so yeah.
Hi, I work of the healthcare part of our city. It's focused on the health and good being, and there you can see the hospital with modern drones. There, okay, and it's a waterfall. It has a green it has it has a hospital with modern robots which do the surgeries, with powered by solar panels. And there you can see the clinic and pharmacy. On the top of on the roof is drones which deliver some medicines. It's a hospital have to good access, yeah, and it's a metro and a lot of roads. It have a park with some trees, and the patients can walk and have a good time. It's a good time, and it's healthy, and it's
Okay, so hello everyone. Here with my friend, we built this hexagon. Our theme was about transportation, and because it's a carless city, we decided to build a metro station. The metro station is, the main metro station is here, and you can see all around the city side entrances to the metro station. The power that metro station produces, it's not only used for power it itself, but two small charging stations for mini transportation, like e-scooters and e-bikes. That's all I think.
So my hexagon was about the factory. Like was mentioned, it's out from the nearby energy station, so it's good to have energy from really close. And there is a metro station right next to the main hall, so workers can get there easily. We have lots of robots in the factory, but there are still few workers because people need to control at last something or just look at it, and I think that some people would like to go to work at last for some time, so they want to be only at home. And in the factory we producing pellets from the trees that are in the city. You could see that there are lots of trees, and we're planting new trees, and maybe too old, we will make pellets from there, because pellets can be used for transport by drones or things like that. So that's about the factory, I think.
So the last hexagon is about sustainability. Like we already mentioned, we have sustainability in every part of the city, like with the solar panels or something to use the energy like on the walkway. But at this point, sustainability is the center. We have a green garden house where we can grow plants and also create new plants. And then as well, we grow some fruits and vegetables for the cafeteria and for every home. As well, we have a building where the trash is collected and then it's burned. And in the chimney you can see there's a filter, and when the trash is burned, we collect the bad air, so the bad air does not enter to the atmosphere.
And the last building on sustainability is for refreshing and clearing the water. That's why it's next to a sea. And so it, as already mentioned, it clears and refreshes the water, so everybody in our city has some blue and clear water. And as also already mentioned, we recycle, so all around the city we have bins where we can put whatever it is in different bins, so we can recycle them and make more new things out of them. So I think, so one last thing I think we didn't mention, the hospital has also some health stations all around the cities, so like in the sports or the housing department. That was our city. I think we mentioned everything, and if you have questions you can later ask them to us. Thank you.
Thank you as well for the teachers who helped us during the week to build our dream city. Thank you.
Do you have any question to the children about this city? Just tell me. If no, then we can go on and you can listen the other presentation, and after that we can evaluate them.
I would like to welcome you, dear the mayors, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our city of the future, Neotown. You may ask, Neotown, so where did the name come from? Neo is Latin and Old Greek also, and stands for new, so it's a new city. But it's much more than just a city. It's rather a concept where we all agreed on is based on two things, and that's the green aspect, sustainability, and our mantra, nature meets urban. So for us, as we are all strangers for the beginning of the week, it was very important that we all agreed upon one fact, and that's that nature is the most important thing. We as a society need to preserve nature and use resources in a way that we are sustainable, but also that we do not harm nature in a way that it can't procreate anymore. So that's the main theme for us, and as you will see throughout our whole hexagons in our city, sustainability and eco-friendliness are the most important things for us. Me myself, I got the privilege to be voted as our mayor for the city, so I would like to thank my team and all the great progress we did throughout the week. And we started with one of the most important aspects of a city, and that's power. Our power plants are basically separated into two parts. The first part is nuclear fusion. For those of you who can't or who don't know what nuclear fusion is, it's basically a very eco-friendly way where we can generate huge amounts of power with little to no energy input and little to no CO2 emissions. So it's a very nice way. Unfortunately, right now it does not work in a practical way. That's why our city is located near the year 2100, where we will assume that this technology will be practical enough for our city to power it. Nonetheless, other technology which is already very available are solar panels. So solar panels, we have on the right-hand side a solar park, which, as we already know, is a very eco-friendly way on how we can generate energy with the energy of the sun, but also throughout all of our buildings. Nonetheless, if they are publicly available or if they are private, we have solar panels on the top to generate energy. The other part, which is of course very important, is the industry. Industry here in Neo City, of course, is a very big and important aspect because we need money to invent things, to found things, and to create a better city for us humans, but also for the nature. That's why we have in the north a very big factory which is focusing on the production of robots and robotic materials, because in the future robots will be the key when it comes to industry and manufacturing, and that's why we lay a big focus on it. And of course the factory is very eco-friendly. We have solar panels on the top. It's powered by nuclear fusion reactors and is located on the outside of the city, so we don't have that much pollution and other things throughout the city.
I would like to start with housing. As you can see, we have a big apartment which has solar panels on it as well, and we strive to make it with smart energy and also via the power system. And we also have separate housing, and the idea of the housing is that through any catastrophics, the apartment also reaches underground and it can be moved. So it also minimizes the space it takes and pollution as well. And as you can see, we also have a kindergarten nearby, so we can reduce commuting and support the neighborhood community.
I would like to welcome everyone as look at it. My hexagon was education right here. It's really near to the middle. The idea of the place of the hexagon was it's really close to the bus station. The farmhouse, that is like a normal, but it will be hard to talk about that later. In Neo City, every education is free. We have two bigger buildings. One of them is all-in-one school, and the children learn from year 6 to 18, and after that they can go to our campus, Neo Campus. This has two main buildings, this one, these two, and A and B side building. We want to educate the children about green, as you can see, and we put it anywhere and any place in the education hexagon, as you can see or later see on this. It's it's easily workable on the side because it has a park on it. And that's all. Thank you very much.
My part of it was the entertainment hexagon. It's basically a big multi-structural building that has a sports center, shopping center, and many cinemas in it. It's in the middle of the city, so everyone can easily access this building. It's also a green building, because it uses mostly solar panels and has a water cleaning system. So it's very cost effective and also green.
My hexagon was the museum. The museum is from the future, but also shows the history history because it looks like a castle. Here connects the past with the future. The building is sustainable and eco-friendly. The museum has solar panel and watering collection system. It teaches us why history is so important for our future.
As you can see, I have the public transport, the Hexagon. It may not be as important as the buildings like hospital or the police, but for sure it's useful as it can get you anywhere around the city in a matter of minutes. It can also bring new people to the city, which is very good. The buildings are made of eco-friendly materials which can surely make the never mind of that. It is made of material which can make it blend with the nature, so it's more prettier and people like to go there and go around the city.
Next up we have the farm, which you can see over here. The city farm provides fresh and local foods, and it reduces our dependence on imports. We use vertical farming and hydroponics to grow crops efficiently with less water and land, and we also have greenhouses, and we also rely on livestock. We hope to use less livestock and reduce emissions.
The hospital of the future is smart and fast, robots and machines which help with healing. The doctor finds the problem sooner, the patient feels more comfortable, there is less waiting.
The police station and fire development will not be need much, as the smart system will prevent all problems. Due to developments, they are located in a common area.
And last but not least, we have the middle in the city of the heart, the park and the town hall. The park was back in the main word was Danny's job, and he did a really good job, I must say, because he dreamed a really good park where can people meet with new people and families go on a walk or something. And he built a really interesting looking town hall. It uses solar panels too on the side, and the park gives people a really exciting experience if they need to do something in the town hall. Thank you very much.
Much. So to summarize our program, I think we need to keep two facts in mind, and that's one thing, our mantra, nature meets urban, it's possible, and it's also very important for us in the future that we have an eco-friendly experience with nature, but where we just don't use all resources, but rather see how we can coexist with nature in the first place. And the other second most important thing about this project is the project itself. So as we looked here, we have people from 4 different countries, all combined by one idea, one vision. And that's, in my opinion, the most important aspect, that we work together, that we cooperate and achieve alliances, because we as a team are always stronger than as individuals, and that's the most important thing for us. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. I believe that we have truly seen some amazing creations. We would like to live in a city like this. And finally, if you have no questions, do you have any questions to this group? I suppose that you can summarize your opinion together. So I invite you once again, they are city leaders, they are delegations, to shortly evaluate the students' work, to give them feedback, to give them encouragement, so that they remain motivated and continue to think about cities, to think about communities, and to think about our future. So, please. As the main city, Tatabánya, I will give the words to our Ivana.
Nagy szeretettel és tisztelettel köszöntök mindenkit, és én egy kicsit megbontom a rendet, mert magyarul fogok beszélni. Nagyon örülök ennek a programnak, és azért örülök leginkább, mert különböző országokból megismerhetjük a fiataloknak a gondolkodását. Az látszik, hogy a generáció különbsége az erőteljesen megjelenik. Mi, városvezetők, gyakran gondolkodunk arról, hogy milyen legyen a jövő, de a fiatalok valahogy sokkal könnyebben gondolják át a jövő dolgait, könnyebben megfogalmazzák azt, ami nekünk nehezen megy. Nagyon tetszett az előadásban, hogy mindenki kapott egy hatszöget, de mindegyik hatszöget, illetve a teljes város tartalmát megbeszéltétek. Ez olyan, mint amikor a város körzetekre van osztva, mindegyik körzetnek van egy képviselője, és utána a testület együtt dönt, hogy mi valósuljon meg. Én, amit még kiemelnék, hogy a generációs különbségek nagyon élesek már-mára. Ezelőtt 30-40 évvel nem voltak ilyen távlatú gondolatok bennünk, amikor mi voltunk ennyi idősek, mint ti. És ez a fejlődés, én csak egy dolgot ragadnék meg, a zöld, természetben a harmóniában környezetvédelem. Itt Tatabányán, a lakótelepek környékén kimentek a lakók, és elültettek egy fát. Nem volt tudatos a zöldítés. Ma ott tartunk, hogy tudatosan keressük, mely területen tudunk zöld parkokat, faültetéseket elindítani. Ti meg eleve így gondolkodtok, hogy harmóniával legyetek a természettel. Az látszik, hogy fontos nektek az élmény, fontos nektek a fiatalokkal való foglalkozás. Nekem nagyon megfogott, hogy a oktatási óvoda, iskola, oktatási intézmények együtt legyenek. Valószínűleg látni akarjátok, láttatni akarjátok magatokkal és a társaitokkal, hogy hova lehet eljutni. Nagyon sok érdekes gondolat fogott meg az itt elhangzottakból, gratulálok mindenkinek a munkájához, és kíváncsian várom városvezető társaim véleményét.
Megpróbálom összefoglalni, jó? Egy kicsit a külföldi diákoknak is, a delegációk hallhatnák a tolmácsolásban. So all mayor from Tatabánya summarized her opinion that it was interesting that there are big differences in between generations. Maybe it's bigger than it was before when we were younger. She liked very much your approach to environment, because our generation acts like, for example, if you need some new green area, then we plant some trees, for example,
So now we are looking for possibilities, consciously looking for possibilities how to make our cities more greener and greener. But you think in a very different way, and you are your thinking is about how to be in harmony with the environment. So this is the difference, and maybe we should learn from you that how you are thinking about nature. Of course, you all think very important how to entertain yourself, how to enjoy life, and I think it is, of course, natural. And she liked very much that you think about education as a whole process. When you start the education and finish the education and always see the next step, that's what will happen if you graduate from one school and go to another. And at the beginning of the evaluation, she was talking about the similarity, the way of working, the methodology you worked during this week, and how municipality is working. So you divided into subjects, into themes, the whole process, but at the end you were together and you decided the city together. And it is the same as we can see that there is a municipality with representatives of the different districts, and they also have to work together to make a city operating. So thank you very much, and it was very interesting for all of us. Now I will give the stage to the other. Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, good morning. Dzień dobry. I'm from Będzin. Bardzo dziękuję. In English, so dear students, dear teachers, dear friends. First of all, let me thank you for this wonderful presentation. You did that, in my opinion, excellent job. It was full of creativity, hope, and inspiration. Today we are part of SERV program, Citizens, Equality, Rights and Values. This program reminds us that Europe is not only about institutions and politics. Europe is about people, about their voices, their dreams and their friendships. You, the young generation, are the future of Europe. You show us that tomorrow can be built not on fear, but on trust, not on divisions, but on cooperation and friendships. In these difficult times for us, with the war in Ukraine so close to us, we see clearly how fragile peace and freedom can be. That is why unity and solidarity are more important than ever. And today, through this presentation, you reminded is that Europe is strong when it is united. I also want to thank the organizers for including this important moment in this program. Giving voice to young people is essential because it is you who will shape the Europe of tomorrow. So once again, thank you for your energy, thank you for your creativity, thank you for your courage. Together we are stronger. Bardzo dziękuję, w szczególności oczywiście moje serce jest w Będzinie, więc gratuluję naszej młodzieży. Cieszę się, że możemy się spotkać w Tatabanii, w tak bardzo gościnnym i pięknym miejscu. Best regards for me, for Sławomir Brodziński, for Beata Świgoń, for Mariusz. Życzymy Wam wszystkiego dobrego i bardzo nam miło, że mogliśmy Was spotkać. Dziękuję.
Köszönjük szépen, és akkor én viszont magyarul fogom ezt nagyon gyorsan összefoglalni. Ezt gondolom, hogy az elhangzottaknak egyetlen egy nagyon fontos üzenete van. Ahogy hallgattunk az is, hogy sokszor elfelejtjük azt, hogy az Unió az nem a szervezetekről és nem a politikáról szól, hanem az emberekről szól, a barátságokról szól, és arról, hogy hogyan tudunk együttműködni és kooperálni egymással. És ezek a diákok ők most ezt mutatták meg nekünk, és erre emlékeztettek bennünket, és ezért külön köszönet. Mint ahogy köszönet a kreativitásukért, a nyitottságukért, és azért az energiáért, amit ebbe a projektbe beletettek. Illetve kitért még arra, hogy az is látszik ezekből a projektekből, és a jelenlegi helyzetekből is, hogy a béke az, ami a legfontosabbá válik, és a biztonság, ami a legfontosabbá válik, és ezt is láthattuk a gyerekek prezentációiból. Egyébként azt csak megjegyzésként elmondom, amit most megkérdeztem az előbb, hogy milyen témákat érintettek a gyerekek, ezt ők találták ki. Tehát az a nagyon érdekes, hogy hallhatták, hogy a biztonság tényleg mindenkinél rettentő fontos volt, ezt ők hozták fel. Tehát ez nem egy tematika volt, hogy a biztonságot bele kellett venni, hanem ők ezt nagyon fontosnak tartották. Köszönjük szépen ezt az értékelést is. So thank you again for your summary. And then I will go on.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, I would like to thank on the one hand the city of Tatabánya and for the hospitality, and on the other hand to all groups for the very great work. Finding a new city in just 4 days is a great achievement. We have just seen many interesting approaches. I especially think that we need places where people can meet, whether outdoors or in buildings, doesn't matter. Also, that we have a city with short paths is very important. The approaches with lots of greenery and many trees is just as important, because the temperatures in the summer will be higher and higher in the futures. The abolition of the nature is very interesting.
Some comments on your work. It was a wonderful work, it was basic work, and it was work for the future. What's interesting is that one city, the first one, thinks of everything we need, and for us as representatives of the towns who work in administration and in democratic structures, it will be exciting to live in the first town without any administration and without mayor. Maybe this basic approach to administration works in the future, but at all we need some work on it. So think about it. It's your work for the future. Try to find organizations and administration structures that work without vertical structures. So you've got still work to do. What's interesting, you thought about everything we need. And what's more interesting, as we work on today's structures, we learned, I think, that we are on a good way. Because all the things you projected into future are still beginning. Sustainability, emission abolishing, all these things we work on. And what my predecessor said, Europe needs this way. And one important sentence: Europe has to unite, Europe has to learn networking, Europe has to learn cooperation in any way regarding nature and people, regarding humanity and administration. Thank you for your work.
Thank you. Megpróbálom ezt is akkor összefoglalni. Azt hiszem, hogy nagyon szép szavak hangoltak itt el. Azt hallhattuk, hogy az a munka, amit végeztek a diákok, amit végeztetek, az valóban egy nagyon csodálatos, és azt lehet mondani, hogy tulajdonképpen a jövőre vonatkozóan egy alapmunka volt, és amit kifejezetten kihangsúlyozott az értékelésben, az az volt, hogy mennyire máshogy gondolkoztok a vezetésről, az adminisztrációról, a városüzemeltetésről. Igazából mindenre gondoltatok, amire szükség van egy városban, és az volt és ez egy visszaigazolás volt, hogy tulajdonképpen a jelenlegi városok is dolgoznak ezeken a területeken, foglalkoznak ezekkel a problémával, de akkor ti ezt megoldjátok, hogy hogyan lehet ezeket a területeket összekapcsolni, együttműködni vele egy teljesen más struktúrában, vezetési struktúrában, mint ahogy jelenleg mi dolgozunk és mi működünk. Ez mindenképpen érdekes és tanulandó, és mindenkinek ezen még tovább kell dolgoznia. Illetve a következtetés az talán az volt belőle, hogy Európának pontosan ezekre a módszerekre és erre az útra van szüksége. Meg kell tanulnunk a networkinget, meg kell tanulnunk az együttműködést. És akkor végül pedig megkérdezem akkor megköszönöm.
Good morning, my name is Enrique Godova and I'm from the municipality of városa in Slovakia. And first of all, I would like to thank the municipality of Tatabánya that they prepared this project and opportunity for our young people from the partner cities of Tatabánya to meet and work together. I think it was quite a difficult task to do because they didn't know each other at first. They didn't know what they were going to do, and everyone in the team had one hexagon they had to work on, and they had to think what they are going to do within the hexagon in connection with the functioning of whole city. So I think it was quite difficult for them. And congratulations that they managed it pretty well. As for me, I'm quite afraid what the people in the cities will do when everything will be covered by robots and AI, but hopefully we will manage. Thank you very much again, and thank the students that they came here and worked together. Thank you.
Köszönjük szépen a sámecbányai értékelést is, ugye ami arról szólt, hogy azért nagyon nehéz munkájuk volt itt a diákoknak, hiszen nem ismerték egymást egyáltalán. Hétfőn találkoztak először, és ebből kellett egy olyan közös kooperációt kivitelezniük, ami utána ezeket a városokat eredményezte, és hát hogy mi majd ennek hogyan fogunk megfelelni, ez pedig ugye itt elhangoztak a félelmek, hogy vajon itt az AI világában még milyen kihívások érnek majd minket ezzel kapcsolatban, de gratuláció a diákoknak, mert nagyon jól vették ezeket az akadályokat. És végül pedig átadom a szót Orosz Józsefnek, Tiszapéterfalva polgármesterének. Tiszapéterfalva nem tudok nekünk küldeni diákokat, de a polgármesterünk azért egy pár szót elmondana.
Köszöntök mindenkit.
Nagyon jó volt itt lenni, jó volt várni azt, hogy ön is egy fiatal összerúgta a fejét, és mi idősebbek tanulhatunk tőlük, szintén. Jó volt látni azt, hogy rávilágítottak arra, ami a jövő nemzedéknek fájó, és úgy látják ők, hogy nagy problémák lesznek még a jövőben, és úgy próbálták tervezni a városokat. Értem én itt a környezetvédelem, az energiatakarékosságot, és ez mind megjelent a városok tervezésében. Bizony, én nekem, mint elég régi vezetőnek és már nem fiatal embernek, látnom kell azt, hogy mennyivel megváltozott egy 30-40 év alatt a világ olyan fejlődésen keresztül, és olyan rohamosan fejlődünk tovább, hogy szinte mi nem tudunk lépést tartani vele, és kapkodunk a fejünket jobbra-balra, de a tietekei a jövő, és ti látjátok már sokkal jobban, mint mi, hogy mi az, amire oda kell figyelni nagyon, és ezt megtapasztalhatunk a mai napon is, és köszönjük szépen ezt a szép prezentációkat.
So the main opinion was, I think similar that you have heard before, that the environment, the energy saving is a very important part of the future and of the cities of the future. And for us, it is a really challenge how to follow these changes in every field of a city, and also congratulate to you. And finally, the Vice Mayor of Tatabánya would like to say a few words to you.
Thank you. It was quite good to see your presentation, and I don't want to go to the details, but I have made lots of notes. One thing that our mayor already highlighted, that it was quite good to see that you don't plan for 10 years or 20 years, then one city was built in 2400 and the other cities in 2100. It was really good to see, and one thing what I would really importantly highlight was that how you planned on nuclear power, that you combined it with the green energy. And this is not a normal way of thinking now, but you highlighted that we have to find how do we use the nuclear power in the future, how we create that kind of industrial possibility that we use that power, because it's really it would be really appreciated to find a way to manage this. So thank you.
A polgármester is arról beszélt az előbb, kiemelve egy nagyon fontos területet, megerősítve előtte az elhangzottakat, sőt 2 fontosat. Az egyik, hogy nagyon tetszett neki, hogy nem 4 és 5 évre terveztek előre, hanem ugye 2100 és 2400-ra terveztétek ezeket a városokat. A másik pedig az, hogy hogyan kombináltátok a nukleáris és a zöld energiát egymással, és ezt emelte ki. És egyébként azt meg hadd jegyezzem meg, hogy itt 2 nappal ezelőtt egy országos bányásznapi ünnepség volt, ahol kifejezett téma volt az, hogy az energia az mennyire fontos lesz a közeljövőben, tehát ti már erre egy sokkal előbbre mutató megoldást találtatok. És akkor én azt gondolom, hogy a prezentációknak, a bemutatóknak a végére értünk. Én szeretném megköszönni mindenkinek a részvételt, a diákoknak a nyitottságot és a kreativitást, amivel részt vettek a projektben, az ő kísérő tanárainknak, akik elkísérték ide hozzánk Magyarországról, hogy segítettek és hogy vigyáztak rájuk, amíg itt voltak, a mi tanárainknak, tutorainknak, akik az 1 hetet végig dolgozták ezekkel a diákokkal, és végezetül pedig azoknak, önöknek, vagy a városvezetőknek is, akik akik pedig a visszajelzéseket adták. So finally, I also want to say thank you, all of you, first of all to the students and their flexibility, their creativity, their open-mindedness, that they work together for this week. Also for their accompanying teacher, their tutors who came with them to Tatabánya. Also our Hungarian teachers who helped them during the whole week and helped to build this marvelous project, I think. And also the city leaders who listen this presentation, who think about your ideas and who give you the evaluation. So thank you very much again for all of you. And thank you, a big thank you for the Hungarian students who have also to the municipality to organize this project, because they were who help us to organize the afternoon programs as well. So thank you for everybody. And